Very well, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Vagrant Story. Last time we arrived at the second workshop, or if you watched the 1 hour long tutorial video, we explained the stats, the crafting system, the armor, the weapons, all that jazz. Anyway, today we're here in... actually backtracked a little bit and did some off-screen farming, as you may have seen at the beginning of the video. But, quick recap, we have learned... we are 10 points away from learning the second break card for the polearm class, and we have learned the first break card for the Great Axe Bear Claw, which I'll show off eventually, and we are 7 points away from learning the second one. Also picked up a bunch of random drops like Cure Roots, Eye of Argan, Fairy Chortle from all the bats I killed. Nothing too spectacular, but we are here in the first workshop to do some combining. So first of all, I want to go over here and do a little quick sort of all my stuff, all my blades. Don't really need to sort. I mean, I could sort these, but it doesn't really help. I will sort this stuff, so to group them up by category. There we go, helms and leggings and breast armor all grouped up together. Okay, so let's see what we can actually do. Now, I have done some of this in the previous video, but I figured I would do it again. In case, for people who haven't seen that 1 hour long video. So the bucket with the Pelta shield, I don't think it does anything, right? No, it doesn't. It skips to a buckler, but I think the Pelta with the Targe will improve it to a quad shield, yes. So again, look at the stats of the final product to see if it's better. Bottom right are the main stats. And that's all you need. With shields I can't do anything else. Let's see what we can do with armor. I don't think we can do much. Bandana plus bear mask still makes a bear mask, although I believe it is worse, so nope. We have jerkin and cuirasses. We can maybe fuse the cuirasses together? I don't know. Cuirass plus jerkin still does a cuirass, probably worse anyway. Although we do have the wizard robe, which is very good. So I'll probably just wear that for a while. Maybe I'll fuse the 2 cuirasses. Will that improve them? I think it will improve them on type, at least. Yes, it will. I'll do it. Why not? We'll find better armor anyway in chest, but might as well do what we can. Before, of course, because we're not gonna find it immediately, right? Sentinels and longboots probably not gonna improve. Still stays on longboots. Also loses 1 type of everywhere, so no, that. Not interested in that one. We'll be able to fuse these 2 in the other workshop. Definitely. Bandage, leather glove, and if these 2 are the same, can I mean, of the main stats at least, can I fuse them together? It doesn't really help at all. But maybe a knuckles can be fused with one of the 2. One of these 2? Let's try this one. Makes a ring sleeve. What about the other one? What about this? No, so that's the one. I need this. Makes a ring sleeve, which is better, yeah. So I'll go ahead and do that. Maybe I can combine the ring sleeve with the knuckle then. If I do these 2, what happens? Makes a chain sleeve out of bronze that can maybe combine with the knuckles of iron. We'll see what happens. Because I only have 2. No, I have still these ones I can wear. All right. Okay, but we'll have to check out for the next workshop anyway, because this one can only cannot combine iron. Blade wise, we have stuff to do in the other workshop with these iron swords. Let's see what we can do here. Although I might as well do everything on the next workshop. Yeah. So this is all we can do here with the leather and wood stuff we have. And the work of art. So I will go ahead and see you all the way at Town Center West in the workshop magic hammer. See you in a bit. And here we are at the magic hammer. So in here, let's see what we can do with the blades and the rest of the armor. So we do have the only combination, the chain sleeve and the knuckles. And remember, bronze and iron of the same category will make Agane. So yeah, this will improve to Agane, which is definitely great. I can wear one of the leather ones on the other hand for now. Let's see blades actually. We do have a few things to do with blades. So the first combination that I would suggest you do, this is something you can do all the time because you have all the things you need to do it, is scimitar plus the rapier, right? Yes. So this is the first scimitar you get. This is the first that you start the game with this. The rapier you get is a force drop from the zombie after the first locked door. So you should have this. So you combine these two for a bronze spatha, okay, which will retain my human. My 6 human that I build it on. And you take that and you combine it with this rapier. This rapier is dropped by one of the 2 guys that accompany the boss from episode 5. And you get yourself a short sword made of Agane, which is very good. So definitely do that. We do have an extra short sword in our inventory because we got that as a random drop. Fortunately, you cannot combine it with this because, you know, this workshop doesn't deal in Agane. The next one will, and then that's where we'll do something about it. This goblin club is our only blunt weapon so far. I do need to turn this into Agane, and I think I can, and I should have no, this is an index that's edged. No, but I think only with it. Yeah, if I combine with these hand hacks, it stays a goblin club, but just becomes Agane, which is better. So improve the quality of the metal, keep my blunt weapon, which I will need for quite a bit actually. Till I can find a better one at least. I don't really need this hammer though. The spear. This is one of his. Okay, so I've been building the spear against beasts and dragons, as you've seen during the episodes. This glaive I used to train for arts, for break arts. But I'm probably gonna end up just depositing and never using it again. Also, and the Gizarm, obviously has been trained. As you can see, it's got 19 on beast of all the bats I killed, and it's probably 12 on earth. But yeah, I'll take the spear that I've been using, fusing it with the other spear. This is something you can do all the time again, because you do find this in a chest, and you do get this as a force drop. So make your Agane spear, and then let's see what else we can do. Not much really. The main things we've done. Let's see if we can find some cool combination with the stuff we have, especially with the short sword, because again, that short sword was a random drop. That gives a spot. Okay, what else? That gives me a scimitar. I don't need it. What about with the hammer? That gives me a spatha. Can I do something with the glaive? No. Scimitar still. This. What about with this? No. So the short sword is kind of lame right now. This broadsword, I'm not really a great fan of big swords. Let's see what we can do with it. I'm definitely not gonna fuse it with that, although it gives me a casting staff. Battle knife, don't need it. What about with a glaive maybe? Battle knife. And then with the crossbow, battle knife. So this broadsword is kind of useless. The Gizarm I'm not gonna combine with anything because I need it. Maybe this battle axe will combine with something. Battle axe. Yeah, let's try with the hammer. Gives me a spear that I don't need. Maybe with the glaive. Gives me another Gastra bow, but I already have one, and combining it with another Gastra bow won't do anything. It just gives me a battle knife. I think we tried most of the combinations anyway, so I think we can just, yeah, get rid of the stuff we don't need. So one of the things I have not talked about at all is the storage chest. I mean, I briefly touched on it, I think in episode 1. But yeah, because you have a limited inventory, or gadget bag I should say, you have to put the things you don't need into the container. So let's store a few things. We don't have weapons because we haven't combined anything, but blade-wise we can deposit... Well, actually, let me just close this. I want to make my weapons first, so they can deposit the grips that I don't need as well. So let's make a few weapons here that we can bring along into the next section. Assemble weapons. I would like to get to the next boss today, but I don't know, because of this big introduction. I don't know if we'll make it. The Scramble Axe will be very useful. I want a piercing 4. Yeah, there we go. This is great. I can't put gems on it, but that's fine. I don't really need gems with this weapon for now. That'll be it. Next, we want the short sword, and we want a grip that's edged. We have the 2 crossguards, I think. Yes, they allow a gem, and I'm gonna put in the Aurealis. Puts me to 21 human. That will be a human weapon for a while. Possibly for the whole game, actually. And we're just gonna improve it on the with the higher tiers, you know. I definitely want the Gizarm. Possibly a grip that has a gem slot. Yeah, I'm not gonna put anything in there right now. Maybe I'll put the Brave Art later. The Goblin Club. If I have a grip that will allow me for a gem slot, that'll be better. This is blunt 8, no gem slots. But I think the Sand Face, yes. I would rather have a gem slot and less blunt damage. Because I will have to put gems in it later to change its elemental attribute. Definitely gonna build a spear. That's edge. This is no, that's piercing. Yeah, piercing. There you go. And a gem slot that I will not fill in yet because I don't need it. I'm just going to assemble it for later in case I do need it. Sorcerer Brother Battle Axe, Wizard Staff. I will assemble the Wizard Staff in case we want to cast magic. Oh, we have this wooden grip. No, we have this, and they both have no gem slots, right? So yeah, so I might as well use this. Okay. Anything else I want to assemble before depositing stuff? Not really. Okay, so I will assemble this. Just because, but I'm just gonna throw it into the deposit. Yeah, I'm done. All the stuff is gonna go away. Okay. So, let's store a few things. And this has already been half of the episode. Store. Alright then. The short sword can go. The broad sword can go. Pretty much we're depositing all the stuff we don't use. To make space for the things we'll find in chest and random enemy drops. Also, I will deposit the Gaster Bow, please. Yeah, 6 weapons, that's a lot, but eventually as we'll get better, we'll need fewer and fewer, because we can have a weapon fill multiple roles. For right now, that'll be it. Honestly, I could deposit the casting staff, but I want to bring it around for fun. Because again, offensive magic in the first run through, it's not that great. Well, in New Game Plus, when you have a lot more stats, then it becomes a lot more fun, but right now... Okay, I haven't equipped yet, so keep the wizard robe, drop the sandals. I'm gonna drop all the bandages, keep a leather glove for me. Yeah, that'll be it. This will be my equipment. Yeah. Gems, you don't really need to deposit gems. You can deposit this stuff, but again, it's very unlikely that you'll end up, you know, getting 64 of them. Because you just keep using stuff anyway. I have elixirs to pop, I'll have to do that. So, now that I've deposited everything, keep in mind that if you press triangle, you cancel out of all of the menus, and you effectively null all of your things that all the things that you're doing. Yes, and this is what I want to store. So if you press triangle by mistake, you literally just cancel all your progress of your storage or whatever. And remove obviously works the same way, except backwards. You go and check what you have in your storage and put it in the gadget bag. Really simple. Now what is really annoying about this is that when you end the item transfer, you'll be asked to save on your memory card. And obviously the reason why this is that because weapons can grow and like have all those stats that can change when you use them, and also due to the fact that you can rename weapons however you want, the game has to save this. It has to save this data somewhere. So every time you use the deposit, you have to save to your memory card, which takes forever, especially when you're trying to, you know, juggle stuff between your inventory and the storage to make all of your crafting stuff, which will happen later on because once we'll have a lot of things. It's just a little bit annoying. If it took less time, it'll be less annoying, but unfortunately. And also this is another reason why it takes three slots on the memory card. This has to store all the weapons and armor information. There is a lot of numbers. Okay, we use our elixirs. Our next objective will be to cross the river. And we do it by going through here. Alright, every time you hear that bell, which happens in key moments during the game, that means it pretty much means that an hour has passed in game. So let's re-equip ourselves. We have the Scrammus Axe. We'll put our shield up as well. I don't have to put a gem on the shield though. Okay, so the right arm, as we learned from the 1 hour long video, I mean as you learned, that's the most likely location to be hit, so go ahead and put that the strongest thing you have. With the robe on my body will help a lot. Long boots, that's all we have right now. Root necklace, sure. Let's go ahead and equip a few gems. Well, the shields, I don't really know what I can put here. Dragonite is evil, a human minus. Phantom Dragon. I'll put that one for now. Although, no, give me a Dragonite. That'll be useful later, maybe. I don't know. I might have to fight dragon. I don't know, man. Weapon-wise, this one we've done. Yeah, I will 100% put the Braveheart here. And remember to confirm. There we go. Okay. Alright, we're ready to go. Nothing in this room. We can just step on to the next one, although we can look around a bit to see its layout. So these are the city walls. We'll traverse the city walls multiple times. Unfortunately, they're not... Again, they're most like areas that connect to each other. No, not to each other, sorry, to other areas. They're all just transitions. Unfortunately, you can never like walk all around the city walls. That would be cool if you could do that and like access different areas at different times, but unfortunately, that is not the case. In fact, this area is just two or three rooms. And we'll immediately move into another location. Because in order to cross the river, since we can't go above the river, we'll have to go below the river. And that's what we're gonna do. Again, this next area has 3 bosses, and I wish to at least kill the first one. And that's pretty much the only cutscene we're gonna see today. Except the one of the boss introduction if we get to it. Alright, a few bats in here. I will equip my Gizarm, which I trained against bats. It's got, just to recap, a Beast 22 and Earth 15. That will help, and we are only a few kills away for getting the new Breakeheart, so sure, let's do it. And then the Vera Root. And I might as well show off Bear Claw. It is blunt. Yeah, this turns damage into blunt. Also, it's got a lot of range, but might as well show it off. And there you go. There you go. That's all it does. Helps with the range really, and turns your damage to blunt if you need it. But other than that, it's not too impressive. Again, it's the second Breakeheart. That is the full one. It's the one we want, and we're already 4 kills away from getting it. I think, right? Is that 4? Yeah, 4 kills away. Good. Also a few beasts in here so we can kill them. Yeah, like this guy. This guy's weakest against water, but I just need the kills, to be honest. I don't need anything else. There you go. Save point. This will be pretty much our not really base of operation, but we'll come back to the save point multiple times. Let's go this way instead. Because forward leads to the boss, this leads to an optional room. And here we find... I could try to kill him with this weapon, really. Yeah, I'm doing decent damage. These are new enemies. These are goblins. They're effectively human-type enemies. They're not that strong. Later we'll find basically the better version of them in this dungeon. Those are the really dangerous ones. And also, you can see in the background there, that chest is moving. That is a mimic. That's another new enemy we'll discuss in a minute. For now, I will just kill you guys. Like that. Hopefully. They do have quite a bit of health. I mean, I could use my human weapon, but I do want to score up kills with this weapon. And sure, let's degenerate you as well. No reason why not. Why I shouldn't do it. All in all, these are just very easy enemies. Oh, fast, okay. Let's try again. We'll have a good hit chance. Ooh. Even though my risk is getting high, I still have a 100% hit chance. Alright then. I will lower my risk now though. Spirit Artisan pellets made from flower. I don't think we've seen this one yet. Flower petals and dry yak livers cures numbness, which is a status ailment we might get inflicted with in this dungeon. I do have this I could try to use soon on another goblin maybe. It is unfortunate enough to cross my path. I will quickly get rid of my risk, and then we'll get rid of that mimic. Now the mimics can be tough customers early on if you don't know what you're doing. Basically, what you're gonna want to do with these guys is that if you have a fire weapon, which I don't have right now because this is physical, let's do it anyway. Let's see what happens. They are weakest in the tail, but you need a fire weapon to pierce that weakness, which unfortunately we don't. We could, but you know what we can do? Actually, we're gonna go over here, open this chest first, which is locked. When it's bound by magic, all you've got to do is use the unlock spell, which is this. Unfortunately, the base sense for this spell is 58, and it never goes above 75 if your risk is maxed at 100, which is kind of weird. I feel like this should be 100%, because if it doesn't work, you just need to try again until it does. So yeah, I don't like it. I would like that to be 100%. Anyway, lots of stuff in here. Grimoire Visible, it's the spell Eureka reveals all traps in the room. If you remember, we picked up Eyes of Argon all across the place from bats. That's the same thing that the item does. Cure Bob, sure. White Queen increases the chance of 8 numbness by 20%. Must be equipped on a shield. There are a bunch of these gems that protect you from status ailments. They're not that great. They don't even give you that many stats, but sure, we'll pick them up. Ring Leggings, Ring Mail, a Stinger. That is a fully complete weapon. A great axe. Now look at the squad shield. See how it says shield 1 of 8 and gems 5 out of 48. Whenever you see that gem is highlighted on the right side of the screen, especially on shields, that means that this shield is coming with a gem. And this may be hard to notice on the first round, I know I did, but essentially what I want to do here is I want to go to attach gems, look at not weapons, I want to look at my shields. And the quad shield I just picked up comes with a Salamander Ruby, which increases fire affinity by 15. So I will grab that. No, I will take this out. Yeah, 15 fire, minus 5 water. Pick that up. And I will slap it on my weapon. On my weapon, I say. Thank you. We'll go to Spear. That's why I keep this gem slot open. Salamander Ruby. Makes it fire. Confirm. Exit from all the menus, and now we'll kick the ass of this guy. Yep, 31. They don't have a lot of HP. So once you're able to hit their tail, let's go for it with a fire weapon. I think air works as well. Not quite sure. We could check it out. Not sure if I'm not in range yet. He'll probably attack me. These guys can do numbness on you, I think. But other than that, they're not that dangerous attack-wise. Just very hard to hit without the right weapon type. Again, they're weakest against piercing and fire air, right? Let's see that real quick. The goblins are definitely weakest against air. Yeah, air, fire, and there's a piercing weakness on the tail, as you can see. Also on the body, but yeah, the tail has even, because the body, look at the hit chance, it's 48. The tail is very little evade. So definitely go for the tail when you can. And if you're lucky, they drop wines. The wines pretty much works exactly as elixirs. They boost one of your stats permanently. But the drop chance isn't that great. Alright, I'm done with that. Won't find mimics for a while, but I'll keep that spear in the back should I need it. No, don't use this yet. Go for the Gizarm again. We need to get those kills. Well, actually, I will use... No. Give me that with the staff. Because there's a room with 3 bats coming up, I can just use that as... I can use those bats to raise my kill count. It's fine. Also, I need to heal up. I've been taking some damage. Only 52 HP, but that's because of my wizard. Oh, my wizard robe. Also, I'm glad that I picked up some cool stuff. For example, this, which are better. They drop my agility, sure, but that'll be fine. Did I pick up? No, I picked up a body armor, but I like my wizard robe for now. Okay, there is an annoying dude here. Oh, 49 to deal with this. Nice. The staves are very hard to combo, but once you learn them, they combo extremely fast. One, and then the second hit is very fast. Once you learn the timing, it's great. It's good, but again, they're meant for casting anyway. Let's go ahead and, if I can I jump away from you? Okay. Because I do have a Grimoire Demolier. So this spell is an area of effect. So the first thing you're told to do, or you're asked to do rather, is to choose the height. So I want to do that, and then you get to move this sphere, which is the area of effect of the spell, along the height that you've chosen. And you want to try to incorporate as many parts of the enemy as you can. Now, this is something that the game does not tell you. I found it in the official guide. If you hold square, you can change the height when you have this interface open. So when you're moving the red one. So very nice. So you don't have to. Usually you would have to back once, but in this case, by just holding square, I can quickly modify the height if I need to. That seems to incorporate all of the enemy. Unfortunately, it's doing 0 damage. This enemy is apparently very strong against blunt, but let's just cast it. And you can see like the potential of it. It hit multiple times. If that enemy was weak against it, it would have done a lot of damage. Because again, multi-target spells hit multiple times, so damage is multiplied. Go with the short sword, and we'll see how much this weapon does now. Yeah, that's pretty good. I have to check if it has BP as well, because I'm not sure if it has. So this is my human weapon, and as you can see, it's doing good. And we'll fight a lot of these guys. We get an helmet from him. Cool. We get a chain ability. Yes, we can. We have learned one off screen. We learned the wing one with the wind defensive one. And sure, we'll pick up the water one. Shadow Guard is kind of useless. Yeah, we'll have to learn it eventually. We'll learn the water one now. So you have the basic 4 elements now. Let me look at my weapons real quick. Does this need PP? It does need PP. Okay. This is full. Now this we'll have to fill it later. And this is pretty much filled. I just need one shot of instill. This one will have to fill up. Yeah. And I'll have to find the moment to do it. So, let's go ahead and instill. And we're gonna instill the weapon. Well, at least the human one. I wanted to do as much damage as humanly possible. I get it, because it's the human weapon. Bad jokes. There we go. This is a good chain. Never mind. I know I should use the beast weapon on this guy. I can't bother to change right now. Who's gonna come again? Oh, I can barely hit you. Oh yeah, 71 damage now. Very nice. Much better than before. But against less hits means less risk coming my way. Curious, Yggdrasil tier. Very. I don't think. Yeah, we have seen Yggdrasil tier because you find them in a chest for the first time. Just to make sure I'm full on PP. There we go. That should be it for you. Yes, more weapon human, please. No. There we go. Okay, and now we'll go back to the Gazarm because we seriously need to finish the kill count on that. and get our break art. Should be easy enough. 2 hits kills them, great. That gives me the break art, right? Yes, the Great Axe break art Accursed Umbra. This is a great break art. Possibly the second most useful break art in the game. Before, I'm gonna go ahead and give me gain magic real quick. Can I get some MPs here? Great. I was trying to get some MPs game. Thank you, finally. Because I will need to cast a spell in this room. So 1, I can get rid of a Grimoire, that's inventory space. And 2, I can show you the Eureka spell that rends the traps visible. And there's 1 right there. That is a damaging trap, and so we don't want to step on it. I think it's the Vulcan one. Vulcan something. Well, it's the Earth it's the Earth one. Eruption, I think. Might be Eruption. Can't remember. Yeah. Next room we'll have a bunch of dudes. I already know what in the next room, so I'm just gonna prepare. It's another bunch of goblins. A couple goblins and a mimic, I believe. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. We did pick up a helmet. There you go. Let's replace this bear mask. It's definitely gonna be better. Yeah, I'll drop my agility by 3, but that's fine. We're good. We're good. How much will the heal spell do right now? 89. That's great. Let's do it. Again, it's been 30 minutes already, but we're really only a couple of rooms short of the boss, so we might as well kill the boss and call it an episode. Okay, so this guy is basically a caster type of goblin, and unfortunately, unlike mages that are usually weak, this guy is actually strong. So we'll go Dueling Impact, we'll go Temper, and what I will do is I will immediately cast the Generate on him. That will lower his strength, so at least I'll be able to do more damage. There's no Mimic in here, I made a mistake then. And then I will go ahead and Dueling Impact. I don't want him to cast any spells, because I believe he can cast Poison Mist, and he can cast the spell to make you numb. And what happens if when you're numb, basically you cannot use your chain abilities or your, all of your battle abilities. So all the chains and all of the defensive ones, you cannot use them. And you're also stuck at walking speed. Which, to give you an idea of what walking speed means, let me just kill this guy first. Walking speed is this speed right here. I'm doing this by holding down R2, which you can do for some reason. You can hold down R2 to walk. Not that that's ever useful in this game, but you can do that apparently. If they ever remake this game, one thing I would like them to do is to, instead of R2 being the walk button. Oh wait, I'm chaining on a miss. Hang on. I'm not doing anything. Instead of having R2 being the walk button, give R2 some sort of like quick weapon swap or something. So that would be useful. There's a poison trap right in front of this chest, I believe. But there's a trap clear here which will remove it. Which is nice. So we can open the chest without getting poisoned. Another ring sleeve, chain coif, Undying Jasper. This is the same of in the same gem. There's a similar gem to the Salamander Ruby, except this is water instead of fire. And the Furnace Sigil that we'll need later to unlock a door. Alright, going back, I need to remember not to step on the trap that's right in front of me. This room has 2 locks. One is a latch, one is the Ancient Sigil. The latch means it can all be opened from the other side. So we will... I just said I need to be careful to step on it. Oh well, it doesn't matter. So the latch means, again, it can only be opened from the other side. Dark Souls room. It's a Dark Souls door, rather, another room. So we'll pop out from that side. Let's go in here instead. And we will fight this guy again. Can't be bothered switching weapons. Let's do this. There we go. I will suggest saving here, but it's fine, really. We cast a heal spell. Move on to the next room. There's a room between us and the boss. I don't know if I mentioned it, but there are 3 bosses in this dungeon. And the first one's coming up real quick after we clear this room, which is basically the same room as before. It's got a dirge and a couple goblins. Not too bad. They're just dying to hits anyway. Okay, who's gonna come? You are gonna come to me. Alright. Look how much damage you're taking, sir. This weapon's holding no prisoners. More exalteers. I'm not sure if the goblin mages or whatever they're called, the captains I believe, they can paralyze you as well with an numb you. Not sure about that. And a mana bulb, sure, for MPs, why not? Alright then. Let's go in. Okay, this, my friends, is a wyvern. Not a dragon, but it's still dragon type. Though this is called a wyvern, and the difference between wyverns and dragons is that the wyverns walk on 2 legs. This is pretty much the main difference. Alright, this guy, actually let's analyze it, let's be good boys and analyze this thing. Okay, good. The 60 hit chance went off. Wyverns have pretty much the same attacks as dragons have. They have a fire breath that hits you when you're far and does a lot of damage because it's a multi-hit. And then they have a bite and a tail attack. It's pretty much the same things that dragons have. This guy is weakest to physical, all across the board. Type-wise, got blunt and edged weaknesses, blunt and edged, a big edged weakness on the tail. And this time, because it's, I guess it's not like walking on 4 legs like a dragon. It's much easier to reach the tail and exploit that weakness. So the first thing I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna equip the Gazarm. He's got that Brave Art on, if you remember. I'm gonna drop my risk to 0. Not because I'm scared that this guy will do a lot of damage, but I just want as much accuracy as possible. Now, if you remember, dragons of this caliber cannot be hit with a generate, right? They are fully... Well, actually, this one can. Wyverns can, but normal dragons cannot. However, what I can do is I can use the Break Art or Curse Number. Uses 40 HP, curses foe with a damaging strike, and it's a blunt. 49% chance, it's not too bad, and I can just keep casting it and healing in case I don't get it immediately. And I curse them, nice. So what Curse does is very powerful status ailment, especially when enemies do it on you. Curse, strength, intelligence, and agility temporarily decreased. So it basically is the strength debuff, the generate, the intelligence debuff that we haven't seen yet, and the agility debuff that we haven't seen yet. All those 3 magics in one go. Also, this does not run out. Unlike the generate that runs out after, I think it's 15 seconds or 10 or 15 seconds, this one is permanent. There are only a few enemies that are able to remove it, because they have items that heal themselves, but this one is definitely not one of them. So this guy is now permanently debuffed, as you can see by the orange numbers. Those are the actual stats that we're dealing with. So 10 less agility will help a good lot. However, this weapon is now Earth Elemental, so it won't help against the physical weakness of this guy. But thankfully, the game just gave us a stinger in the room with the Mimic. And that happens to be physical. And I will take the Brave Art out of here, and I should be able to put it on the new Stinger weapon. Yes, it does have a slot. Put the Brave Art in there, make me more effective, thank you. So no need to degenerate it now. Also, we could try to degenerate, it's gonna say like 0% now. Yeah, because it would try to override the curse, but it can't. Really, the curse is just degenerate, but better. We can prestige ourselves now. think we've done all we could, really. We just need to attack the tail. So going around this guy. One thing you can do is you can try to open and close the target sphere, because when you close it, it won't be able to turn for a little bit. 10%, only 10 damage. However, if you remember, this weapon has no PPs at all. So instill will help us a lot with that. Let's do a few instills. Good. Should be doing a lot more damage now. Trying to get around you, sir. There we go. Yeah, 25 now. Very nice. Just out of curiosity. It's not even filled up. It could do more than that. Man. It's probably filled now. I have doubts whether these guys have a tail attack even. Okay, 42 damage. That's big. And that's it. He got one attack off. Oh, it's only HP. Whatever. We got the ancient scissors that we needed. Cure tonic that heals 150. And a new grimoire. This is the first of the affinity branch of spells, which temporarily raises my armored fight affinity. So fire defense, pretty much. Although it makes you weak against water, as we'll see, but that'll be enough for today. Next time on Vagrant Story, we're gonna finish this dungeon once and for all, and emerge from the other side. See you all in the next one.